Overlord Season 4, and let me tell you, the hype is real. This is probably one of the most anticipated animes, not only of this season, but of the whole of 2022, because the first 3 seasons were simply great in my opinion. It was one of the most enjoyable animes, the first 3 seasons that I have watched, especially in the world of isekai animes. But yeah, like I said, many things we are expecting from this season. We are going to see more of Ainz conquest for world domination. The first 3 seasons were more preparatory, or kind of him making ways for his supposed world domination. But yeah, like I said, this 4th season will see more involvement in, I think personally, because I haven't watched, or I should say I haven't read the manga, so I don't really know what's going to happen in season 4, what is going to be adapted. But I think that we are going to see more involvement of Ainz, especially in fighting, because in the first 3 seasons we did see him kind of show his power here and there, especially at the end of season 3 where he made the super tier spell. But we didn't really see him fight one-on-one, showing his true powers, only with the exception of the fight with Tier. But he wasn't really an enemy, and Ainz wasn't really in a bloodlust to kill her. He was more in a preventative way, trying to get her out of her sleep per se, or mental hypnosis. But yeah, I think in this 4th season we're going to see more of Ainz actually fighting his way to achieve a world domination, instead of just fighting for the sake of fighting. Because like I said, in the first 3 seasons it was more of, you can call it, world building. The first 3 seasons, yeah, no, a whole 3 seasons just for world building. One of the things I especially want to see more in this 4th season, which I actually think will happen, is see more of the royalty, the empire, the other slave theocracy or something like that. I want to see more of them. I want to see more focusing on their problems, on how they are thinking, because in the first 3 seasons I think it was more focused on the guild, on Ainz, on the Tomb of Nazareth, which is good because they are the main protagonists after all. But I also want to see a little bit more of the, like I said, of the problems. I think we are actually going to get this in the 4th season, because like I said, it is Ainz quest for world domination, so either later or sooner we are going to see him interact more with the other neighboring countries, or royalties, or empires, however you want to call them. But yeah, I want to see more of them, especially of the royalty, of how they think of the king, of the princess, of everything. And I think one aspect that we all appreciate from Overlord is the badassery of Ainz, because you love to see animes where the main protagonist, the main character, is so overpowered that he doesn't actually have to worry about little things or stuff like that, because each time we see problems developing where it is not focusing on the guild of the Tomb of Nazareth, when we see other problems with the lizards, or with the royal kingdom, or with the empire, and then all of a sudden here comes Ainz and basically solves everything in just a couple of minutes, or in less than a day. You love to see stuff like that, because you know that Ainz is so overpowered that everybody just simply does what he says, trembles when they see him. And I don't know, I kind of like that aspect of animes in general, not only of Overlord, but I think Overlord especially does it in a more spectacular way that I appreciate. I think in this 4th season we're going to see more of that in a more amplified way, because now that he's going to interact more with the other neighboring empires and kingdoms, it will be shown more of how badass Ainz actually is when facing other enemies. And yeah, to be honest, I think everybody is hyped to see again Overlord. How many years has it been? 3 years, something like that. And the anime is coming back. I mean, everybody wants to see Tier, Demiurge, Albedo, and all the main characters, of course. And yeah, what a way to start spring 2022. And I will definitely be making episode reviews of the anime, so yeah, expect them.